consider yourself an interior designer of today, whether you do it professionally or perhaps as a hobby, chances are you have very low regard for 1950s wallpaper, or perhaps the 1960s colorful and flashy decor, or the very dreary and drab 1970s wood paneling. I was going to say, when I was writing this homily, I thought, should I talk about my room in the rectory? Okay, just a little side story. When Father Jerry, before I moved into OLPH, obviously I had a meeting with Father Jerry. And needless to say, he showed me around campus, and of course he showed me around the rectory, and he showed me to my room. My jaw just dropped. Not in a good way. No, it was dark. My room is dark. The sun doesn't shine, unfortunately, in my room because of the very dark wood paneling. But everything has changed, when there's a will, there's a way. I made sure, I painted, we painted over it. It is now very bright and sunny. Well, sunny, maybe figuratively speaking. It's bright and happy. That's what I'm saying. That's what I meant to say. So no more wood paneling in my room. Well, wallpaper or wood paneling, macrame or shag carpeting, Tiffany lamps, which are beautiful, by the way, or wicker furniture, those were the styles and trends considered cool back then, half a century ago. Well, today, not so much, especially in this time of open concept and clean modern lines, an aesthetic that, in all probability, will be dismissed by designers as cold and emotionless. But it happens to everything. What's new, brilliant, and fashionable today is just going to be tomorrow's garbage in some landfill. You guys remember the Kodak disc camera or the Polaroid camera or the Beta and VHS recorders, right? Jesus says, all that you see here, the days will come when there will not be left a stone upon another stone that will not be thrown down. He's saying that all things of human making are doomed to become obsolete. He's teaching us to value not the things themselves, but the greater things they enable us to do. He's not telling us not to have material things, no. He's not teaching asceticism, but rather that we must understand our ownership pattern because it is an expression of the values that guide our life. The question of what we want to own or have is really the question of how we want to live our life. Good materialism, yes, there is such a thing, involves a kind of transubstantiation whereby the material objects are both practical and physical, and they also embody or allude to a positive spirit. We need to ensure that the objects we invest in and tire ourselves and the planet by making are those that lend most encouragement to our higher and better natures. Focus on creating homes of love and welcome rather than obsess over the decor. Employ the latest state-of-the-art technology to unite our human family rather than letting its irresponsible and selfish use manipulate and destroy us. Be content with what you have, and don't let your heart endlessly pine for what you might have one day, but rather cultivate satisfaction in what God has given you for today. The sobering words of Jesus in today's gospel remind us that our happiness, our sense of completeness, and our life's fulfillment are not found in amassing things, but rather in embracing the values of the heart, which are the things of God. So remember, one day, sooner than we think, that state-of-the-art smartphone in your pocket or in your purse will be considered antique. And with God's grace, may we become rich in the things of the heart: compassion, forgiveness, mercy, and peace. And may his voice lead us to the things of heaven.
Thank you for joining us for this celebration of the Mass. This virtual Mass is broadcast to hundreds of people every day of the week. You know, over 100 years ago, the very first celebrations of the Mass took place on the second floor of the Glenview Public House. It's been inconceivable that 100 years later, we would be reaching so many people all over the world through this technology. If you'd like to support the ongoing broadcasts of OLPH's Masses, please go to our website, go to Give Central, and you'll be able to support the ongoing outreach of this virtual ministry. Thank you for your support. Most of all, thank you for joining us in prayer. God bless you.